Boxing Day. For many families, it means a trip to the movies with a choc-top ice cream and a bucket of popcorn on the way in. Tonight, our experts rate this summer's Hollywood blockbusters.
Well, the studios always hold some of the biggest and best movies of the year for around this time, and this year it's a cracking lineup.
You've got this great mixture of kind of fun family films, big blockbusters, and your kind of prestigious Oscar movies at the same time.
If you need a bit of a break from shopping or the kids need a timeout, then never fear, because tomorrow marks the first day of blockbuster season. So here's our guide for this summer's top picks.
Opening tomorrow, a film that blurs the lines between the real and the imaginary. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
I'm Walter Mitty.
Walter. Oh, are you coming?
Yes, I'm not. Yes, I have to stay.
And it stars Ben Stiller, who also directs it, as this guy who's got a vivid imagination, but real life kicks in as he goes on this global search for a missing photograph.
We have ahead of us the privilege of publishing the very last issue of Life magazine.
Nine Entertainment editor Richard Wilkins says it's one of his favourites for this holiday season.
It's a great story and a fabulous looking film. Secret Life of Walter Mitty, 4 stars.
We were so successful for so long because we kept it just small enough.
If you're that successful, how come you wound up in this room with me right now?
American Hustle is about a group of con men and women at the late end of the 1970s, early 1980s, and it's basically America's biggest stars with the world's worst haircuts.
Christian Bale, Amy Adams, Jeremy Renner, Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence. Arguably the 5 biggest names in Hollywood right now, all star side by side in American Hustle. But for Triple J movie guy Mark Fennell, there's just 1 star of this show.
The whole movie is completely stolen by Jennifer Lawrence. She plays this manipulative, bored housewife of Christian Bale, and she steals the movie. She's so funny and she's so nuts. And if she doesn't walk away with an Oscar, I'm just going to be really sad.
He's going to say, we have to talk business.
Darling, can me and the man talk about business here?
I'm going to give American Hustle 4 out of 5.
I'm going to do what God put Ron Burgundy on this earth to do. Have salon-quality hair and read the news.
Yes, it's Ron Burgundy. Our favourite anchorman returns for his sequel. The blockbuster cast is back, and so is their oddball comedy.
I am Rick!
Yes!
I'm alive!
Yes!
Weirdness is what makes Will Ferrell movies fun. It's those strange left-of-field jokes that become incredibly quotable, and that movie has tons of them.
Look, if you love the original, I think you'll quite like this one. Lots of laughs. It doesn't have all those famous one-liners that the first film has, but it's very, very silly, and, you know, you just can't stop laughing.
Can I get you to say, with me, how bloody are you?
Does anyone else speak Australian?
Anchorman 2, 3.5 stars.
This year, there's a dark horse in the race to the Oscars red carpet.
Augusta Osage County is the one that many critics are saying is the one to beat at the Oscars this year. Incredible cast headed by Meryl Streep, who plays this old cranky woman who's sort of drug-addled, and she's a real handful.
The only woman pretty enough to go without makeup was Elizabeth Taylor, and she wore a ton.
Julia Roberts is her daughter, who comes home. The family have a crisis, and the family's reunited around the dining room table, and it's based on a play, so the writing is just finely tuned. It's a very clever, beautifully written, superbly acted piece. This is the one that the critics are saying could win the Oscar for Best Picture. I'm giving it 4 stars. It's great.
Would you mind? My name is Mrs. Travers, Mr. Disney.
Oh, Walt, now you gotta call me Walt.
Saving Mr. Banks stars Tom Hanks as Walt Disney and Emma Thompson as P.L. Travers, who travels to Hollywood to get her book Mary Poppins turned into a movie.
As it turns out, the story behind the classic Mary Poppins is a little more complicated than we ever imagined.
Mary Poppins and the Bankses, they're family to me.
Mary Poppins was a real person?
Great movie, 4 stars.
My name is Jordan Belfort. The year I turned 26, I made $49 million, which really me off because it was 3 shy of $1 million a week.
It's one of the most hotly anticipated films of the new year, with one of the silver screen's dream teams returning for The Wolf of Wall Street.
You've got Leonardo DiCaprio and Martin Scorsese teaming up again, looking at the greed is good era of the 1980s, and apparently it is super, super, super dirty.
The Wolf of Wall Street tells this incredible story of Jordan Belfort, a stock trader who indulged himself in sex and drugs and all sorts of stuff, lived a life of excess, ultimately went to jail.
Was all this legal? Absolutely not. We were making more money than we knew what to do with.
He just gives into every hedonistic temptation he possibly can. He dives into every deadly sin full force. And I thought that's an important movie to do.
It is a wild ride, 3 hours long, directed by Martin Scorsese. It's rated R, so, you know, you've got to be circumspect as to who goes along to see the film. It's not for the little ones, but boy, oh boy, for an adult audience, it's absolutely awesome.
But you're going to have to hold on. The Wolf of Wall Street hits our cinemas on January 23. Then, of course, there's the flicks for the kids. The Hobbit returns for part 2 of the trilogy, The Desolation of Smaug.
What's that? That, Master Burglar, is why you are here.
In order to enjoy The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, you really do have to have seen the first movie and be a bit of a fan.
Then there's Frozen.
It tells the story of a mountain climber and a young girl called Anna who go on a really dangerous journey to try and find the Snow Queen and hopefully put an end to the perpetual winter that they have. It's got some really scary bits in it, kids. 4 stars.
Good selection there. Dickie likes them all.